Elvis. God, I've had a busy day today with the kids. Of course, it's defending Elvis Presley. Fans want the truth. We also defend the bloodline, so that is including Riley, Finley, Harper, Gladys, Vernon, beautiful Lisa Marie, who we adore and still miss. Hi, chilling in Canada. So I'm just trying to, I'm trying to make this so it's not such long on the stick, because I don't want it to have that clicky sound, which I don't think it does. Obviously it wobbles a bit when I take a step. I've noticed that. So I'm gonna buy one of these sticks that are anti-wobble. I think they've got a thing in them called a gizmo or something. So when I take my steps, there should be no step. Like when I do this, you can feel the wobble, can't you guys? So welcome to the UK. Hi, chilling in Canada. The time is around 4 p.m. We've just been to McDonald's. Linda Cudden sent me some money, so I bought the kids a toy each. So Linda, thank you very much. All you guys, if any of you send me a coffee or a super thank you, it's very kind of you. And I really appreciate the coffee. So I also bought myself a coffee that you guys paid for. Thank you so much. Thank you for any super thank yous. It's extremely kind of you. So, hi Deborah. So the wife is doing a Halloween night. So we're having 2 other families come over. We're doing chili con carne and spaghetti and garlic bread. And then we're going off on a trick or treat, which we do spend a good 2 hours on the trick or treat. We get a hot chocolate. Obviously lots of sweets and chocolates, which you know I won't eat because I don't eat sweets or chocolate. Even in McDonald's, I only had chicken and I only eat the burger pates. I don't eat the bread. So I'm sticking to my carnivore diet, my keto diet. Anyway, so let's talk about the Elvis stuff. So I've still got it on my mind about this last will and testament. I did ask Amy Collett about it. She did offer to send me the wills of Vernon and, what was the other one? I think an Elvis. I'll be honest with you guys, I don't want to read out wills because I just find it boring. I leave things like that to Presley Mania. Guys, Rhonda, Presley Mania, she is so good for reading out documents. It's not really my thing. I just sort of find it tedious, but even though it is very, very informative. Now, I don't mind reading out a shortened version of the documents, and you do get that. If you Google it, you do get the shortened documents, so you don't go through all the boring stuff, and you just have the sort of the main points, the sort of headline points. So I do that, and actually coincidentally I got sent the Bridget Cruz trial with Priscilla Presley, the update that was sent to me. So I'm going to read that out tomorrow, and we're going to talk about the Bridget Cruz lawsuit with Priscilla and Priscilla being countersued, and the updates to do with Bridget suggesting that there may be a secret grandchild. And I know that you guys have very strong views. Many of you think it's just bullshit. Some of you think it's none of our business. Strong opinions about this so-called grandchild, whether it's Lisa Marie's, whether it's Riley's, whether it was an actual birth, whether it was a donated egg. People are sensitive because people think children are involved. Well, they are. So people don't like to talk about it. People don't want the celebrities that are spoken about to be mentioned, so I don't mention them. There's a boy involved, I won't say his name. There's a dad involved, a famous celebrity father, I won't say his name. People think because they're minors that it should be kept private. If it's true, hi Jane, if it is true that there is a secret grandchild, obviously one of the most common comments I get is it should be kept a secret, because if Lisa Marie or Riley had made this decision to donate an egg and there's a different parent involved, the privacy of the boy or the girl, yeah, whatever, if that's involved, then of course, sorry, there's some kids up ahead. I've got to avoid the kids. Then of course, everyone's sensitive. Right, I'm just going to put the camera down for a second while I'm going to get past these kids, and I'm going to, yeah. One second, guys, 1 second. Hello. All right. Yeah. Okay, we're back. Right, we're just getting past people. Because obviously, no. Come on, let's cross the road. Whoa! Cross. So there's 10 of you on there. Can I just ask, how many of you believe there is a secret grandchild? I'm just interested to know what you guys think. Right, I'm gonna get past some more people. 1 sec. Come on. Sorry about that. Other dogs. My dogs do go for other dogs. My dogs don't like big dogs. Small dogs, they're okay. Yeah, so Karen says she doesn't know what to think. Chilling in Canada is unsure. Do you know what? Jane, what do you think? Is there a secret grandchild? The other question I ask you guys is, do you think it's none of our business? As fans, should we make it our business? I asked that question. So Jane says probably, Elvis says I don't know. Do you guys think we should make it our business as fans? Or do you think we should just butt our nose out, keep out of it? Deborah says could very well be. I'm able to read your comments today. Now, if it's the boy that everyone's talking about, he's already famous. If it's on the news, it's open for discussion. Yes, chilling in Canada. I totally agree with that point. Let me just go a bit higher. So, I think if it's who we're talking about, they're famous already. The father's already famous. I sort of think that we have to make it our business, because to defend Elvis and his bloodline, you know, Lisa and Riley and Finley and Harper, I think we have to know everything. We have to know the details. So when things are being unfairly portrayed, I think when things are being unfairly portrayed, then at least the fans can jump in and say, and defend Elvis, defend his bloodline. So, yeah, Elvis, it is a unique subject, a sensitive subject. I have to agree with that. Now, my selfish side, which is an Elvis fan through and through, the thought of the fact that Elvis may have a grandchild, a male grandchild, you know, me being a man. Hi, Pamela. It's just a dog walk. We just got the dogs with us. They're happy. They've had 2 walks today. Now, the side of me that is a fan, the fact that we may have a grandchild is important to me. It is important to me. It's a big deal. If I would say it's probably the biggest news since the Baz Luhrmann film, since the book From Here to the Great Unknown. It's that big a deal to me, because you have to think, if it is Elvis's grandchild, yes, Karen, it will. You're right. The information was always going to come out, regardless of whether or not our small YouTube channel was going to talk about it. I agree with that. Let me just try and get the right angle here. So, let's try and get a better angle. Okay. So, I think we have to talk about it, and I think if there is a grandchild, this is massive, and that, come on guys, that grandchild could grow up to have kids. We don't know if it's Lisa's or Riley's, do we? That's the problem. Now, you mentioned Baz Luhrmann's doing something about it. I know that Baz Luhrmann seems to be popular and liked, but can I give you my honest view on Baz Luhrmann? Hey mate, all right? See you later. Yeah. This is my point with Baz Luhrmann, guys. I'm not a complete 100% Baz Luhrmann fan, and I'll tell you why. Don't get me wrong. The Elvis film, the Baz Luhrmann film, did a lot of good. It boosted Elvis. It reintroduced Elvis to the world, didn't it? To all generations. Right. It reintroduced Elvis to all generations, yeah? But Baz Luhrmann's too in there with Priscilla. Right, let me just get past these other dogs. 1 second. Right, as I was saying. Now, guys, on a different topic, let's talk about Baz Luhrmann and the Elvis film. How many of you think that Baz Luhrmann is like this perfect filmmaker that can do no wrong? Do any of you have an opinion on Baz Luhrmann, the movie maker, the film director? Because I do, guys, and some of you may not agree with it. Yeah, okay, yeah, I know about that. Do you know what? It doesn't make a lot of difference, does it? If it's Lisa or Riley, it's the same thing, I think. Now, I'm going to just speak positively about the Elvis film, Baz Luhrmann's. Of course, it was good. Many of the things in it were okay. I personally think many of the things in Baz Luhrmann's film were not okay. The way he portrayed Elvis's mother. I didn't think Priscilla, the character Priscilla, was anything like Priscilla. I think it was nothing like Priscilla. I also found that the beginning sequences with the boy, I don't know, I can't explain it. I would have done it differently. But my point is, guys, I thought the Baz Luhrmann film was very pizzazz. It showed Elvis really well in the Vegas years, the Vegas comeback years, the 68 comeback. I thought that where's the bit? I thought the Graceland footage in the Baz Luhrmann film was a bit crap. Just thought it was too quick. Even the way that they showed the Memphis Mafia in a real comical way, I didn't like it. I thought it was silly. So I'm not a massive fan of the Baz Luhrmann film. There's bits on it I liked. Like, I actually thought Colonel Tom Parker in the Baz Luhrmann film, you know, Tom Hanks, I actually thought that was okay. Some of you didn't like Tom Hanks as Colonel Tom Parker. I thought it was all right. Seriously, guys, I thought it was okay. But this is my problem with Baz Luhrmann. I didn't like certain aspects. I didn't like the way he portrayed Elvis as a drug addict, as a violent, angry man. I didn't like the way he portrayed his mother as a drunk. You know, Gladys with a drink problem. There was just parts of it I didn't like. So when you guys say to me, Baz Luhrmann should do this, Baz Luhrmann should do that, well, he didn't get the first film completely right, did he? That's just my opinion. Many of you are going to disagree. Now, think about it. Baz Luhrmann went out of his way to keep Priscilla happy. You know, I would say that Baz Luhrmann, this is my British way of talking, kissed Priscilla's ass. Do any of you think that Baz Luhrmann kissed Priscilla's ass? Because I do, yeah. I think that the importance of keeping Priscilla happy really stood out in the film. He did. And I know that Lisa Marie loved the film. I know that Lisa Marie was so proud of her father again and felt that this film had relaunched her father, had reintroduced his image around the world. You know, Austin Butler's version, yeah? And she was really happy about it. I could tell, yeah? But I honestly think that if Lisa Marie could watch that film back 4, 5, 6 times, I think gradually she would have realised that a lot of the film was to keep Priscilla happy. A lot of the film followed the book Elvis and Me. I just think too much importance keeping Priscilla happy. Too much. Even Austin Butler, and I like Austin Butler a lot, it was still a lot about keeping Priscilla happy. So I'm at odds with it. It's a bit like the Netflix documentary. I'm not happy that Priscilla and Jerry Schilling are a part of it. I just don't think it's right. Until we start making films, documentaries, biographies, doing interviews that aren't all about following the storyline of Elvis and Me. You know I think Elvis and Me is a load of trash. You know that I think Elvis and Me is a pack of lies. Until we stop trying to kiss Priscilla's ass when we make things that represent Elvis, I'm not happy. Now this is why Riley Keough makes me happy. This is why I'm really pleased with Riley Keough, because she got the book From Here to the Great Unknown and she made it her own. Lisa Marie made it her own. Yeah, Riley added her bits, but Lisa Marie, Riley Keough stayed true to the book that Lisa Marie put on 16 tapes. Who knows? We don't know if we've had all the information from the book From Here to the Great Unknown. So what I'm trying to say, guys, is the book From Here to the Great Unknown did not try and keep Priscilla happy. Riley Keough went out of her way to keep Priscilla away from that book. She did not allow Priscilla to be involved in the audiobook. She did not allow Priscilla to have anything to do with the book From Here to the Great Unknown. She made it very clear. You are having nothing to do with the book From Here to the Great Unknown. I think even the launching of the book, with the book signings, the book tour, I don't think Riley wanted Priscilla at any of them. I still stand by the fact that I feel that Priscilla stormed into that event unwanted by Riley, and I still stand by my opinion. I don't think Riley likes Priscilla. I think it's all a big front. I could be wrong. Now you think about it, guys. Did Lisa Marie, when she wrote the book From Here to the Great Unknown, when she put it on tapes, did she involve Priscilla? Did Priscilla help her do the tapes? Put the book together? No, definitely not. And Riley stayed true to that. And I would say that Riley made sure that she chose a picture, the front cover, that had a picture that included Priscilla and then removed it. Because Riley was trying to say something. Riley was trying to show the public, the fans, her family, her relatives, you name it, the media, the TV companies. She was trying to show them, I'm going to put a picture on the cover that Priscilla should be in, and I'm going to remove it because that is my way of talking. Because I've always said it, guys. Riley is letting the book do the talking. I know you've heard me say it already. You guys don't think Riley's defending her mum, some of you. I think she's clearly defending her mum, Lisa Marie, because she removed her picture from the cover. And yes, strategic. That's right, Lisa. It's a strategic thing. She put a picture on the cover, removed her mother from that picture. Yeah? She also made sure that all the negative stuff about Priscilla was kept in the book. That Lisa Marie felt unloved and abused, allegedly, by her boyfriend, Michael Edwards, for years. Riley kept it in there. And many other things. Obviously, there's things in there about Ginger Alden. We can do that's for another live stream, yeah? So my point is, this is why I'm jumping back to Baz Luhrmann. He's making films to try and please Priscilla. So I'm not happy with it. Netflix making... It's going to be a massive hit, the Netflix documentary. But it's got Priscilla in it. Priscilla is a divorcee. Priscilla was seriously unfaithful to Elvis. Priscilla caused the breakup of the marriage between Elvis and Priscilla. Priscilla stole, in my opinion, stole Elvis's money, stole her grandchildren's money in this horrific divorce settlement. But not just that. When Lisa Marie died, she contested Lisa Marie's wishes, that Lisa Marie wanted everything to go to the grandkids, her own children, yeah? And then Priscilla comes along and contests it. And we now know from the Bridget Cruz trial that there was a lawsuit pending between Priscilla and Lisa. We know it now. Bridget has told us that there were 3 potential lawsuits for Priscilla. So what I'm trying to say, guys, is that Priscilla has tried to tell us that there is absolutely nothing wrong between Riley and her, but it's just not true, guys. It's obvious there is a rift between Lisa... No, there was a rift between Lisa and Priscilla. I think 100% that Lisa Marie was setting up a lawsuit against her own mother. I really believe that, guys, seriously. But I also think that there is quite a bad rift between Riley and Priscilla. It's just my opinion. I think there's a big front. I think they're trying to hide the truth. I don't think Riley's trying to be deceitful or mislead us. I think it's Priscilla that is the one that keeps saying there's nothing wrong between me and Riley. She's the one that keeps saying it. Even at the book signing, she's there trying to cuddle Riley, but Riley didn't let her cuddle her. Riley did not cuddle Priscilla. Now, Priscilla put her arms around Riley, but it wasn't returned, was it? So, I'm going back to the Baz Luhrmann film again. When a film is made that doesn't involve Priscilla, that is completely impartial, same goes for a documentary and a biography and interviews by the media, then I'll give it a proper look. Even the Priscilla film, Sofia Coppola's film, it was all about kissing Priscilla's ass. It was all about kissing Priscilla's ass. As soon as you're kissing ass, you ain't getting a proper film. You are not getting an unbiased, truthful film or documentary. Even The Searcher, and you name it, you dig out any documentary that involved Priscilla and it's done from her point of view, what she allows, the storyline that she is happy with. So, do I want Baz Luhrmann to do a part 2 of the Elvis film? No, because it's all about kissing Priscilla's ass. I want an independent, impartial person, not Sofia Coppola, because Sofia Coppola made a massive mistake. Sofia Coppola really messed up. She decided to make a film based on the book Elvis and Me that you and me know that is a pack of lies, in my opinion, for entertainment purposes. Everything we say now is for entertainment purposes. She made a film, Sofia Coppola, called it Priscilla, based on the film, the book Elvis and Me, the TV melodrama Elvis and Me, and it was just wrong. All of it is wrong. It doesn't tell the truth. It tells Priscilla's version of the truth, a reinvention of history, a rewriting of history. So that film was never going to be good. The Priscilla film was always going to flop because the Elvis fans were never going to support it because they know that the book Elvis and Me that it's based on is a pack of lies. So Sofia Coppola really shot herself in the foot. And even Priscilla, who felt that she was finally having her moment, finally she was on her throne, a film was being made about her, she could sit on her throne and go, look at me, they're now making a film about my life, poor me. Finally Priscilla is sat on her throne, I am Elvis Presley. Priscilla finally felt like Elvis Presley. Yeah, so unfortunately for Priscilla, it flopped. It flopped. So I think Priscilla may have lost a lot of money in this film with Sofia Coppola. I think they both took a massive gamble. I actually think that Sofia Coppola and Priscilla think they were onto a sure thing, but they were wrong. It flopped. The fans spoke. The fans said, we ain't going for it. We're not going to support a film that is based on a book of lies. We're not going to support Priscilla because we don't trust her, because Priscilla has just contested her own daughter's will. The fans, as soon as the fans saw Priscilla go against Lisa Marie's wishes, the fans knew. Finally, after all these years, over 40 years of being brainwashed and spoon-fed lies, finally the fans started to see the truth. And not just the fans, the public. The public now are just starting to understand just how serious the wrongdoing of Priscilla is. Now, Bridget Cruz's lawsuit is going to expose even more lies, even more misconduct, wrongdoing from Priscilla over the decades. And this involves Elvis Presley Enterprises, this involves Gracelands, this has affected Priscilla's grandchildren. Now, the effect that Priscilla had on her own daughter is immeasurable, immeasurable. We are disgusted by the damage done to poor Lisa Marie Presley. We don't even know the true extent of how much harm happened to poor Lisa Marie, do we? The book is just the icing on the cake, the tip of the iceberg. The book From Here to the Great Unknown. I don't think we're being told everything. I think Riley has only put in so much in the book just in case. She's worried. Riley is worried. She doesn't know fully how far to go with exposing the wrongdoing of Priscilla. So she's being very careful. So it's going to be an interesting year ahead of us finding out the truth. I pray Bridget doesn't settle so that all the truth comes out. Well, I don't really see how Bridget can settle, because the money that Bridget wants from Priscilla, well, Priscilla doesn't have it. Priscilla has got financial problems. Now, the other way round could work, because Bridget does have money. Bridget is very successful. So it's a very difficult way to settle. Now, when you say settle, well, Bridget isn't going to give Priscilla money. Priscilla isn't going to give Bridget money. So the only way they're really going to settle is if they agree to disagree and part company and just cover cover their own legal expenses. Well, that ain't going to happen, because their legal expenses now will be approaching hundreds of thousands of pounds. So I don't know even if settling is even an option now. Both these people are not going to give each other money, so it's complicated, isn't it, guys? So how many of you guys, after now there's been a few years past, how many of you guys think that the Baz Luhrmann film wasn't as good as everyone made out? Can I just ask that? That's right, Pat. Can I just ask that about the Baz Luhrmann film, Elvis? Do many of you now, looking back on that film, realise that there was quite a lot of things in that film that just were harmful to Elvis's reputation? Because I still think you still walk away from that film thinking that Elvis was a fat druggie that could be nasty, that was seriously unfaithful. I'm on about the Baz Luhrmann film now, yeah? The Elvis film. I still think you walk away from that film, you see the horrible ending, but you don't just see that. You still see Priscilla as the victim. I know how good Austin was. I know that Austin did his best at portraying him through his performances and singing. And I think the early part of the film, where Austin's at the fair with Colonel Tom Parker, and when Austin Butler does the scenes in front of the audience in the 50s, he does a good job. But you have to piece it all together. Even when Austin is doing his performances at the Vegas tours, I can see if you grab those little bits, they were great. But if you look at the film as a whole, I don't like the way it portrays Elvis. Don't like it. I really don't like it, guys. I really believe Priscilla had an input in that film quite a lot. I think Baz Luhrmann went out of his way, changing many things in the film to keep Priscilla happy. Seriously. So I give it a 50-50. I give it a 50-50. 50% of that film was okay. The other 50% made Elvis look bad, was all about keeping Priscilla happy. That's how I feel, guys. The girl that plays Priscilla was pathetic. She didn't look anything like her, and she didn't really say anything, did she? The girl that played Priscilla hardly said a word. Even in Sofia Coppola's Priscilla film, the girl that plays Priscilla, who was beautiful, didn't say anything, did she? She just smiled, made facial gestures, kept very quiet. So even that, I mean, I can't stand that film anyway, you know that, guys. Valvis, go back and watch it again. Go back and watch the Baz Luhrmann film from the point of view of it was made to keep Priscilla happy, and you will see a different film. And then come back to me and tell me what you think. Now, bear in mind how Elvis is perceived. Bear in mind how Priscilla looks. Bear in mind the Memphis Mafia, how they look. Bear in mind all of it. The Colonel Tom Parker, the father, the mother. Watch it all again. Watch the ending. Be very critical of the ending. And I'm telling you now, hi Alan Presley, you will change your mind about that film. you won't see it as being as good as you think it was. And unfortunately, it is the sort of film that you have to come back to. Now, it's free on Netflix at the moment, so I've been watching it quite a lot. I mean, I don't like the music at the beginning. I just find irritating. The music in the beginning. I mean, I love rhythm and blues and jazz and gospel, but I just found the music a bit irritating. Give me a headache. It took me a while. I've had to watch that film. Yeah, hi mate, it's chilly out. We're gonna go trick-or-treating tonight, Alan. That's what we're gonna do. So I thought we'd have a quick dog walk. Right, so we're gonna go home now, guys. I thought I'd have a quick dog walk before we go trick-or-treating, but seriously, I'm waiting for that good film. The best film ever made is the Kurt Russell film. Does anyone here like the Kurt Russell film? Guys, does anyone here like the Kurt Russell film? Because it's my favourite film. Because I think it does show the gentle side of Elvis, the Kurt Russell film. And when it shows him as a boy, it's believable. It's believable. I like the beginning. Oh, Natalie, the Kurt Russell film is brilliant. Look it up. I think it was 1979, I think. You do have to find, it's hard to find. You'll see clips of it on YouTube. It's the best film. Kurt Russell is the best Elvis ever done. It's much more realistic. You walk away from that film like you understand Elvis. Seriously, you do. And that's my views. But anyway, guys, I'm nearly home now, so I'm gonna have to go. Yeah, it's too good. It's too good. I'm gonna have to go, guys. We're off trick-or-treating tonight. So thanks a lot for coming on a dog walk with me. The dogs seem happy. Thanks all of you for joining in. I love Kurt Russell. We just watched him on Christmas Chronicles last night. We've started watching Christmas film. We watched Christmas Chronicles 1 and 2, and we also watched Scrooge, A Christmas Carol. Have any of you watched Scrooge, A Christmas Carol? I love that film. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, any of you know that film, Christmas Carol? Love it. Love it. Scrooge, yeah? Christmas Carol, one of my favourite Christmas films. And it's on YouTube. I watch it on YouTube. That's the nicest thing that anyone's ever done for me. So anyway, guys, have a great trick-or-treating night. You guys, if you're trick-or-treating, have fun. Thanks, Alan. Take care, everyone. I'll be back tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, we'll be back. I'm going to post some video clips, some shorts. Take it easy, guys. Sending you all love.